What's up? How y'all doing? Slugmonger. This is a Flytaniumed out Benchmade 51 solid V6 titanium scales. I got so excited when I saw these things in there. I don't like to order a whole lot of stuff offline. I prefer to buy it at a store, but I saw these were in there and I got so excited. I really do like Blade HQ, the way that they run their business, and so I just had to pick these things up. I was so stoked, and honestly, I put them on probably 45 minutes to an hour ago, and I've only got about a 45 minutes to an hour of handicapped flipping behind this, so it really is just a first impressions. But the first impressions I'm getting from these things are fantastic. I really like them. It's so much more solid. It has just a more solid feel to it. It feels like I don't know. It's not necessarily a better built knife or a high quality knife. It's just got that heavier, more solid feel in my hand. And then actually in manipulation, it does carry momentum so much better, so much more than the actual G10 scales. This is a 1601. It's a Blade HQ exclusive 1601 Benchmade 51. But so I actually don't have one with genuine or original scales on it. This one was it. But it definitely carries momentum better. I have been throwing it at my couch a whole lot because I'm still getting used to this thing. You notice the screws on here have been heat anodized. I did that last night. I got the screws in before I actually got the scales in 2 different shipments, and so I was bored, decided to heat anodize them. I'm really glad that I did. It looks fantastic, gives that just extra little bit of blue, and then it pops with the liners. These liners have an extra bit of sheen to them. That blue pops a whole lot more with these scales, I think, than the original black scales. A little bit more subdued. The fit and finish on these scales are decent. You know what I mean? It is not perfect. You can see around the edge there, the corner there doesn't quite meet up completely flush. On either side there, you can see that, but their actual milling for the recess here does for the actual lock itself, and then the top is perfect. The actual top where my fingers are flying around in there is actually perfect. There is no gap, there's no ledge. You can see that there. Comes down, you know, it's not a absolutely perfect fit, but for a drop-in piece out of the box, I am definitely impressed. Definitely works really well. The Benchmade 51 has a lot of really small parts, and that is one of the reasons that I'm not uploading a installation video, just because it wound up being way too long. I was rambling trying to figure shit out, so I got rid of it. But I don't know. I think these things are pretty damn fantastic. Pull the scale out. Let's actually see what they weigh. I haven't actually weighed them yet. I believe the advertised weight was 4.76 ounces. And they are 4.95 ounces. 4.95 ounces. Opposed to 3.42. 3.42 for this one here. The original, I believe, was like 3.3. No, it was 3.41. I want to say 3.41. This one is 4.905. Right underneath 5 ounces. So it's definitely got more of more weight behind it, and I just love the way that it looks. I'm a big fan of titanium. I like the color of it, the way that it feels in my hand, and especially stonewashed titanium. These are very smooth. There is very little as far as texture, but I still do have a decent gripping surface. The manipulation is great, and then you can actually see the way that they distal tapered the scales here. It's flat and large, so you've actually got that square section up front for any sort of twisting or manipulation, but it's rounded in the back. It comes down to this rounded section here in the back, which almost gives an oval like, hold on, you can see that there. So it rounds it off, so that distal taper on the actual chamfering of the scales themselves, the scales are not tapered. It's just that edge grind that's actually tapered, and so it gives a really good feel in hand, and it's excellently designed for flipping. I think it's going to be very functional as well. If you're wondering about the straw in the background here, this is a titanium straw also from Flytanium. You can see it's just a bead blasted titanium straw. I paid $10 for this thing also on Blade HQ. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'm definitely happy I have it. That's some cool shit right there. Benchmade 51 Flytanium V6 solid titanium scales. Y'all have a good one.